Yes guys, welcome back to another video. So in today's video we're actually going to be installing a custom steering wheel on the Polo GTI. Those of you that watched the channel before have seen that I've had a carbon AliExpress special steering wheel on this car before and I got kind of sick of it. Really chunky, the quality was just not there, so I figured after doing the Alcantara wrap on the interior I may as well get myself an Alcantara wheels. This is from Royal Steering Wheels. They've done a really great job. They've done like a Club Sport style OEM spec wheel for me. Black Alcantara with the red stripe in the middle. Let's get right ahead with installing this on the car. It's actually minimal tools for this job, guys. It's quite easy, so let's get right into it. So guys, the first thing you want to do while the battery is still connected is to twist your wheel around 90 degrees so you can access these little metal clips on the back of the airbag. I'm trying to give you a good shot of it in this video. It's not that easy to see, but if you get yourself a flathead screwdriver in there and push down on the clip, it will release the airbag from the steering column. Twist the wheel around again 180 degrees this time, do it on the other side, and then you can disconnect your battery before you actually unplug the airbag. Disconnecting the battery, guys, is dead easy. On the Polo, it's actually located in the boot, so if you pop open your boot, battery is right there underneath the boot tray. All you're going to want is a 10mm socket on a spanner. Just disconnect the negative terminal and put it to one side, making sure that it's not going to connect with the battery accidentally at any point. To do this, you can put a microfiber over there, but because I had the internal polystyrene bit moved out of the boot, I don't think it was going to touch the battery at any point. So now that your battery is all disconnected, it is safe to unplug your airbag. So, because taking the clips off, we can pull it out just like this. Right at the back, you've got this yellow plug, which you might be able to see, and there's a clip just at the left-hand side as well. Basically, the yellow clip has like a little white release on it, so you just want to kind of get a screwdriver or a pick tool in there and just pull it out. Which I seem to be struggling to do, but it is quite an easy job, I promise. There we go, lovely. Once you've done that, you can just unplug the yellow clip. There we are. And then there's another kind of tricky one right at the back. Something I'm quickly learning is not to do this when it's cold, because it really hurts on your hands when you're using something like this. So, airbag is now out. These are the clips I was on about. Yellow one, big one, and then the one that was tucked away a little bit as well. I do want to get a Alcantara cover for this actually, guys. So if you know a good place to get one, do leave a comment down below. Now that that's out, guys, we have our steering wheel. So all that you need to do really now is to remove the steering wheel with this big bolt in the middle. It's a spline, but I will put the spec on screen and I'll just let you know. And then you're going to remove all the trim from the original wheel and swap it over to the new one. So guys, it's an M12 spline that you're going to need with an extension. Pop it in the bolt in the middle, and then with a bit of force, fuck it out. These can be really on there, by the way. I don't know if you've gathered. There we go. It's quite a stiff bolt, but it will come out. They put some Loctite on there when they first put it in from the factory. But yeah, we'll get that out, and the wheel will come loose quite freely. Here we are. So, pulling your wheel out. All I will say, don't move this because it's to do with how many times it winds and all that stuff. So just leave that in place and make sure that when you line it back up, I'll show you the mark in a bit, but there's basically a mark on these teeth here that needs to align with something on this column here so the wheel will be straight. But I'll show you that later. So guys, this is probably the most annoying part of the job, and it's removing the standard trim from the wheel itself. Get yourself a trim removal tool. This is probably not the one I would go for normally, but I'm going to give it a go. Essentially, if you can get it behind this chrome piece, or black piece, whatever colour it is on your wheel, and get it between that and the actual rubber of the wheel itself, you can pry it off very gently, and then eventually you will get there. All you want to do now, guys, is to remove the paddle shifters from the back of your wheel. So using a T20, you can unscrew these, pop them out and move them to the new wheel and just tighten them up hand tight with the bit again. Then you can put your original trim piece back onto the normal wheel and it'll be ready to go back on the car. Now moving on to the part where you line up the wheel back on the car, guys. So you can see the two marks. You've got a line on the wheel itself and you've got a dot on the steering column. You want to make sure they are lined up because that will make sure that your wheel is dead straight. I'm giving you some footage here, guys, so you know exactly what I'm on about. So guys, after you've made sure that the line is marked up with the dot on the steering column, you're going to reinsert your bolt right in the middle. Now, torque-wise, I'm sure there's a torque setting for this, but it's one of those things that if you just absolutely make sure it's tight as hell, it's not going to come off. It's fine. It's not an integral part of the car's suspension. It's just going to, it might wiggle off if you don't do it. But in this case, just do it as tight as you possibly can without cross-threading it. But I very much doubt you'll end up doing that. If you kind of get your knees underneath as well, you can kind of get a bit of leverage on it. Yeah, it's not going anywhere. You can then reinsert your airbag, making sure the clip's going first, and then you can kind of press it into place. And then you're good to go. You can put your battery back on and wheels all installed.